Hi, I'm Abby Bundy. I'm an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator in the UK. So today I'm going to be showing you how to make this really cute little calendar. And this is how we're going to do it. You're going to need your paper trimmer with a scoring blade, your scallop circle, your 1 3/8 punch, a small Fiskars handheld punch, some markers, and some cardstock. Okay, I'm starting with a piece of bashful blue cardstock. It is 29.5 centimetres long by 8 centimetres, and I'm scoring that at 1 centimetre, 1 centimetre, 13 centimetres, and just under 25 centimetres. Okay, so you just pop it into your Fiskars cutting board with your scoring blade and just slide it straight down. Okay, so that you get your folds, and then just give it a light fold so that you know that it's in the right places. This is going to create your tent to put your calendar on. Now you can put that to one side. The next thing you need is a piece of whisper white cardstock, and for this one I'm going to use the Pocket Silhouette stamp set. I'm going to use the markers just because I can, and I'm just going to colour the image in with my marker. The markers are a great way to get all the colours in a colour family really ineffectively. Okay, once I've done that, I'm just going to huff on the stamp to re-moisten it. I'm going to stamp my image onto my cardstock. I'm going to do the same thing again. That was Old Olive. This one is going to be Bashful Blue. You don't have to be too neat with this because it's only going to go on part of the stamp. And the next one I want to do in chocolate chip. The markers come with two ends. They've got a brush end and then they've got a small writing end. You don't want to try and use the writing end to colour your stamps because you will be there forever. So there's the writing end and the brush end. This one's chocolate chip. I'm just going to huff on this stamp as well. Put it onto my cardstock like that. Okay, the next thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to take my 1 3/8 punch, and by turning it upside down and holding onto your cardstock, you can decide whereabouts you want your image. So I think I want it about there, so I'm just going to put that to one side. And I want a couple of scallops, so I'm going to use, this is Close to Cocoa, so I'm going to punch out Close to Cocoa circle. And I also want to do the same thing in Bashful Blue. The next thing I want to do is I want to make some little holes around the edge of my Close to Cocoa, but I don't want to get them in the wrong place. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go around and I'm just going to put a little dot in the centre of each scallop so that I know where I want to use my punch. And this is the smallest viscous punch that Stampin' Up sells, and I'm just going to line it up with the dots that I've put on, and I'm going to go all the way around my scallop and do that. Okay, now I've done that all the way around my scallop. I'm going to layer that on top of the bashful blue. Now you could layer it directly onto it so that all the shape lines up. I want to offset it slightly, so I'm going to use my snail adhesive. And as you've punched, you'll see that there's a right and a wrong side. One side will be smooth, and that's the side you want to have on the top, and one side will be slightly rougher. So I'm just going to put some snail on the rougher side. And I'm going to line that up with my bashful blue scallop. I'm going to take the circle that I stamped on, and I'm going to pop a little bit of snail just on the back of that. And line it up on my close to cocoa circle. The next thing that I've got is a piece of designer series paper. This is the close to cocoa designer series paper. And I'm going to stick my close to cocoa above my small calendar. Okay. I want to put some sticky strip on the back of my calendar, because I don't want it to come off when I pull the next month off, so it needs to be extra tacky. And I'm going to line this up starting with the calendar so that I know how much space I've got left. I'm just eyeballing it, but if you wanted to measure it, you could. So I've stuck my calendar on. Now, I want to put a little sentiment on the bottom of my piece of close to cocoa, so I'm using my Best Yet stamp set. It's a hostess set, available in the UK catalogue. And I think I'm going to put on a little something for a little someone. I'm going to use my markers again to colour this in. Just huff on it. Okay, I'm happy with that. Put my snail on the edges. And I'm going to stick my image on as well. And to finish it off, I'm just going to put a piece of bashful blue ribbon around the middle. I love how all the Stampin' Up colours coordinate with each other. And then just to close it off again, I'm going to use a piece of sticky strip. And there's my finished calendar. Thanks for joining me.